The universe is full of endless possibilities, each existing in its own channel. What's meant for you will always find you, whether it's money, possessions, or relationships. The Creator is not here to take from you. So believe in yourself, listen to your higher guidance, and trust your journey.
Welcome to the Baggage Begun Healing Hearts and Minds podcast.
Welcome to the Baggage Begun Healing Hearts and Minds podcast. I am Tammy and I am so glad you're here. This year, 2025, carries a unique energy, a promise of transformation and profound healing. It's a year to let go of the old, trust ourselves more deeply, and step into personal empowerment. It's about questioning what we have always known, releasing fears, and letting go of limiting beliefs. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, but those shifts lead to growth and transformation. 2025 is a year of truth and deep change. Numerologically, it's a 9-year, which symbolizes the end of cycles. It's about clearing out what no longer serves us and preparing the ground for something new. This energy invites us to face the truth, emet, about ourselves, our choices, and the world we live in. And let's be real, the truth is not always easy, but it's necessary. If you want to grow from the root cause of whatever it is and deepen your growth and transformation, it's required to start with your truth. And only you know your truth. When we confront it, we make room for a new chapter, free of outdated patterns and attachments, free of our limiting beliefs, old thoughts, and behaviors. A 9-year also means letting go of the familiar, even when it feels safe, and stepping into the unknown. It's a chance to leave behind separations, dualities, and differences that don't serve us anymore. When we stop clinging to the past and trust the universe, we open ourselves to incredible possibilities, and we will not know it until we try it. As Gary Zokov shared in Seat of the Soul decades ago, I remember reading it and not understanding at the time the depth of Gary Zokov's wisdom. And if you don't have the book Seat of the Soul, I encourage you to go and buy it. We are shifted toward a consciousness of the soul, an awareness of energy, intention, and authentic power. His words feel more relevant today as we move through 2025, a year inviting us to realign with our higher selves and collective growth. So, as we step into this new era of spiritual awakening, let's welcome the transformation. Let's lean into the lessons and trust that we are being guided towards something greater. And if I could sum it in one word, I will say release what no longer serves you. Because as we move through this year, it is so important to release our emotional baggage, outdated patterns, and limiting beliefs that have been holding us back. And I am talking about our anger, sadness, shame, guilt, all these fears that are not serving us anymore. So this is the year to make room for growth, healing, and new possibilities. Letting go is not always easy, I know that. but it's absolutely necessary for spiritual evolution. We are being called to face and release whatever no longer aligns with our highest selves. And you can feel it. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now. If you don't have the book, go read it. I bought his book 20 years ago and I couldn't grasp the depth of his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Only years later, I understood what he meant. In The Power of Now, he reminds us that the primary cause of our unhappiness is never the situation, but our thoughts about that, which is a gentle nudge to look within because our thoughts, expectations, and the emotions we cling to are often the root cause of our struggles, our overwhelming feelings, and the feelings that we are stuck. When we release these attachments, we create space for peace and for living in the present moment. One of the most powerful shifts we can make this year is understanding that everything, every challenge, every joy is happening for us, not to us. As Eckhart Tolle says, life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. When we look at life through this lens, we stop seeing challenges as punishment or setbacks. Instead, they become opportunities for growth. Whether it's facing fear, letting go of old beliefs, or stepping outside of our comfort zones, 2025 is asking us to grow. Trust that as you release what no longer serves you, something better is waiting to unfold. One lesson that I remember from my mentor, Margalit Zohar Ayalon, is this. In spirituality, there is no such thing as all the doors closing. When one door closes, another is always open. But it's up to us to recognize that door and walk through that door. This often means tuning into our intuition instead of making choices based on emotions like anger, resentment, guilt, shame, or old baggages. This year is all about reclaiming your inner authority, meaning trust in yourself and the universe. So often we look outward for guidance, but 2025 is inviting us to turn inward. The answers we have been seeking have been within us all along. Trusting yourself is at the heart of this transformation. It's about reconnecting with your inner truth, and I said before, your emet, your inner emet, and realizing that you already have the wisdom and guidance you need to move forward. Another author that I admire is Michael A. Singer. He said it so well. If you don't have the book, The Untethered Soul, go and buy it. When you are willing to let go of what you think should be happening, you will find that the life you have always wanted is waiting for you. Trust is not passive. It's an active choice. It means releasing fears, anxieties, and doubts that have kept you stuck in the past. It's about stepping forward without fear and being open to the unknown. This is the year to let go of the need for external validations, approval, or recognition from others. To trust yourself. Your soul already knows what's best for you. Your intuition is always there to guide you, even when the path feels uncertain. You have got the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. 2025 is not just about letting go of the past, it's about stepping into your empowerment, being your authentic self, letting go of all the BSs. This is the year to reconnect with your higher self, move from a place of trust, and release all the burdens that have kept you from fully living your truth, your emet. As you let go of what's no longer serving you, you actually make space for greater love, more clarity, and purpose to flow into your life. Byron Katie said it best. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Sometimes facing the truth requires us to shift our perspective, and it's in that shift where true freedom lies. And let me tell you, it is not comfortable. But who said everything needs to be comfortable? Also, this year offers you a profound invitation to awaken spiritually, and I mentioned it before. So quiet your mind and let go of the tension between who you are and who you think you should be. Eckhart Tolle reminds us, when you become comfortable with uncertainty, infinite possibilities are open to you, meaning trusting in life's mysterious opens the door to endless opportunities. When we feel that, oh my God, I can't do that. In this moment, you're going to be surprised how divine guidance come and help. We are always connected to this light, to this God, but we often forget. And the recent California fires have been really challenging, but they're also been a symbol of rebirth and transformation. For sure, it's a painful reminder that destruction often clears the way for new growth. It took me 2 weeks to record what I wrote when the fires were going on because I didn't feel good to record that, because so many people around me are suffering. They lost their homes. They go through so many challenges. That's why I decided to record this podcast after I wrote it and I refined that. Because as we rebuild ourselves, we are also being asked to reimagine who we are and what we stand for. The same goes for our personal journeys. When we shed what no longer serves us, we create space for new beginnings, fresh insights, and the emergence of our true selves. And I'm not being insensitive here. That's what I believe in. I went through so many years of hardship and I witnessed so many losses, and I know how it feels to feel powerless. If you're wondering how to begin releasing what no longer serves you, I recommend you to start small. And if you know me, I'm a big believer in journaling. So journal about the beliefs or habits, patterns you feel ready to let go of. Write them down, acknowledge them, and ask your divine guidance for help to release them. If you need my help, please contact me. I would love to talk to you about the process, how you do that. You can practice a daily affirmation. You can say, I release what no longer aligns with my highest good. Or try grounding techniques. like standing barefoot on the earth to feel connected to Mother Earth and supported as you let go so you feel safe and protected. Mother Earth is going through something and you are not alone. We are all as collective being feeling that energy. So 2025 invites you to release unhealthy attachments and let go of seeking validation from outside yourself. It's time to stop giving away your power and start standing in your own light. When you let go of the need for approval, what others gonna think or say about you, you realize that the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. This is also the year to release fear. Fear of stepping into the unknown, fear of leaving your comfort zone, and fear of what's beyond, and especially the fear of shining your light brighter and brighter. Growth doesn't happen without discomfort. So if it's challenging for you, this is where you need to get better and improve. It happens when you choose to move forward anyway, despite the discomfort. Even when things feel uncertain, even when the discomfort is loud, you are being called to grow and take the first step. Doesn't matter how small it is. And you can always ask your divine guidance, your hadracha, to come and lift you and show you the way. When challenges come, they are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to pause, stop, reflect, and realign yourself to your goals, to your vision. The universe is always supporting you, gently nudging you toward your highest good. Even physical illness, ailments, pains, or setbacks, they are redirections, not roadblocks. And it's important to remember it, especially when we don't feel good. This is what I tell my clients. If you're feeling stuck, remember you can move. We are not trees rooted and stuck in one place. We are beings of movement, always growing and evolving. If you are feeling stuck, it is because you are not moving towards what you need to do. In this time of transformation, it is important to recognize that the light and dark, the good and bad, the right and wrong are not opposites. They are interconnected. What might seem like opposing forces are, look at that as part of the same whole. This is the time to bring together the broken pieces within ourselves and our world, creating something whole and new and letting go of all these dualities, differences. So as you move through 2025, you already know deep down what you need to release, let go, what is not working for you. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's an addiction, an outdated belief, or an old version of yourself. Whatever it is, the invitation is to let go and trust that as you release, the universe will fill the space with something more aligned with your highest purpose, with who you need to be today. This is your time to shed old attachment to people, places, things, and embrace new ways of being. There is no need to ask for permission. Your soul already knows what's best for you. If this message resonates, it's because your energy has aligned with this truth. You're already on the path. You're already being guided. I am cheering you up. It's time to stop waiting for approval from others. No one else can tell you what's right for your soul. and no one else can walk your path. Your heart knows the way. Trust that inner wisdom within you, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. It's scary. The answers you seek are already within you. They've been there all along. This is part of your soul journey. I remember a time when I struggled to let go of my own limiting beliefs. I had this fear of rejection, this fear of being left alone if I do mistakes, and shrinking myself to avoid standing out because I was afraid to make mistakes. I held back from expressing my true desires and doing things I loved, fearing that others wouldn't approve. What others gonna say or think about me? One of the hardest lessons for me was learning to trust my voice and intuition, knowing that if one door closed, another, guided by a higher power, would open. It was challenging to trust the process. Believe me, I had so many moments of anxiety, wanting to go backwards, especially when I couldn't see the outcome, but I kept holding God's hands and moved forward. Yet, as I let go of old fears and became more comfortable with uncertainty, I started to feel lighter and freer. In the midst of this, I began trusting myself more, and my intuition and self esteem just grew. The more I trusted the journey, the more I began to recognize the opportunities that were waiting for me. And God sends us angels, those people that help us and have our back. Those are God's angels. So keep growing, keep learning. You're evolving. I have learned from my dear mentor, Michal Milligrom-Moore, that while we may share similar soul roles, no one else has the same frequency or vibration as you. Your soul journey is very special to you. It's designed for you. Your unique energy matters, and we need the unique frequencies of others to rise higher and continue advancing in our soul mission. So trust your heart and soul's guidance. It will never steer you wrong. Sometimes we convince ourselves that we have learned enough, that we are the experts. That's what I used to think, that no one else can teach us anything new. Growth is not about collecting more knowledge, it's about following the energy, trusting our hearts, listening to its wisdom, and welcoming our unique vibration. There is no such thing as too high or too low, good or bad within ourselves. Growth is personal, and each of us is on our own path, moving at our own pace. That's why I'm always learning and evolving from different teachers. If I see a teacher that said something and I trust her, I just jump and take her course and I learn more and more. And it helps me to reach the next level. So don't think you know it all. There is always more to improve and learn. For me, personal growth looks a little different. I have a lot of energy. I cannot sit still for a long time. Traditional laying down meditation is not my thing, so I find peace and connection through movement. When I'm walking with my eyes open, I can pray, meditate on the elliptical. And my spiritual alignment comes through prayer, writing, connecting with God, and helping others. It might not look like what you see in books or movies, but it works for me. So I encourage you to find a way that you find your spiritual alignment. When you feel stuck or unmotivated, I encourage you to ask yourself these questions, especially this year. You can write them down on your phone or put them somewhere you will see them often. This is not about adding more to your plate, believe me. It's about cutting out the noise for you and focusing on what truly matters. The assignment I'm giving you, so a year from now, you will look at that and be happy that you did that, because the questions go like this. First question, what would make me look back at 2025 and say, that was such a good year? Question number 2, what would 80-year-old me wish I did more of this year? Question number 3, what feels productive but is not, meaning what you don't really need to do? Number 4, what does an ideal day look like for me? And focus on the things that spark joy for you. Question number 5, knowing what I know now, what advice would I give to myself 12 months ago? Let these questions guide you. Trust that no one knows better than you when it comes to your own journey. You know what's best for you, so honor that truth. Don't give away your power to others. And let go of the belief that someone else has all the answers. While we are shifting into a time where we rely more on our inner wisdom, remember that balance and connection are still essential. We are social beings who thrive on energetic bonds. It's possible to learn from others while teaching them in return, creating a beautiful exchange of energy. The universe is full of endless possibilities, each existing in its own channel. What's meant for you will always find you, whether it's money, possessions, or relationships. Nothing that truly meant for you can be taken away. And I want you to remember that, so your energy flows freely and you don't feel like you have to be stingy about giving to others, especially when you want to give your energy and your knowledge. The Creator is not here to take from you, it's here to guide you. So believe in yourself, listen to your higher guidance, and trust your journey. If you need to share information, pass it on. Stop elevating others or things to godlike status. Learn from them. Take what serves you and leave the rest. We are all equals, co-creators in this journey of life. The year 2025 invites us to welcome unity, no more duality, no more separation, cooperation over competitions, and authenticity over fitting in. In the spirit of New Year's resolutions and intentions, I invite you to tap into the energy of new beginnings. I wrote that during January, and for me, January often brings a sense of renewal, a fresh start, and a chance to reflect on the lessons of the past. This year, we are invited to pause, reflect, and welcome the transformative power of change. So if you're listening to this podcast during February, March, April, August, doesn't matter. Remember, it's an opportunity to clear the mental and emotional baggage that's holding us back from fully living out our dream life. All this baggage that's not letting us shine our light. Time to let it go. For me, this is a time of deep reflection, both personally and professionally. I'm taking a lot of naps, I'm writing a lot, I'm doing less of the things that no longer serving me. I'm even considering to take a break from social media. It's a moment to look at all that has transpired. It's time to reflect and ask ourselves, what have I learned? What do I want to release, and what new energies am I ready to welcome? And every time you want to remind yourself, what is this year about? Remember, this year is about honoring your inner wisdom and intuition, honoring who you are, honoring your true self. You have unlimited potential within you. And it's about releasing old narratives, patterns, behaviors, people, places, and things, and welcoming the stories that empower you. It's about clearing the space for transformation, aligning ourselves with our higher selves, and making choices that support our well-being. As we begin this year, take time to sit with yourself and reflect on what you truly want to bring into your life and release what no longer serves you. This is a time for clarity, growth, and conscious change. I'm so excited to see what this year holds for all of us, and I hope you're ready to step into it with open arms and a heart full of possibility. And don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe to my podcast, Baggage Be Gone, Healing Hearts and Minds. Thank you for being here with me today. I cannot wait to hear how 2025 folds for you. If you're ready to step deeper into healing, clarity, shedding your mental and emotional baggage, and empowerment, you're welcome to connect with me. I'm here to guide you on this beautiful journey. Until next time, take care of yourself and trust the process. The best is yet to come.
If you're curious and want to dive deeper, you are in the right space. I ask you to look within for all the things that you want to do, be, and have. Join me at the Baggage Be Gone Healing Hearts and Minds podcast with new episodes every Wednesday as we discover the path towards healing and transformation.